What is up, YouTube? Anthony Online Tech here with another video, and yes, it's been a while. I am still trying to do a Halo Infinite review. I just need more time to play the game and get it done and review it because work has been a mission. But I wanted to make this video about different iPhone accessories that I use personally. And maybe you have an iPhone and you wanted accessories, you want to see what's out there, what's good. The holidays are here, the Christmas just passed, so maybe you got an iPhone for Christmas and you want to find some accessories. Maybe you had one and you wanted to find some accessories to use. This should have been a video for before Christmas of what you could have got on your wish list, but maybe you got something you were curious about, or maybe you got a gift card and you wanted to see what you want to buy. So let's jump into this video with the first product I want to talk about, which is a Razer Key Sheet. Now, this is the iPhone model, obviously, but they do make them for Android, and there's other different versions of controllers by different companies. This one, I only have one real problem with it, and it's a personal problem. I have a lens protector on the back of my phone to protect my camera lenses. It makes it a bit difficult to use it with this because it won't really fit in right. But if you don't have a protector, your phone will fit in here just fine, although you do have to take the case off to use it. That is another thing about this that I don't really like. But it's a great controller. It works for mobile games and your cloud gaming, especially now that Xbox has updated their cloud gaming and you do have a bit more features and functionality. You can use this for your cloud gaming. You can play Forza or Halo or any other cloud gaming games on this with the phone. Of course, that is based on your internet speeds and the specs of your phone, if it can handle cloud gaming. But this thing is great. It is pricey. I think it was on sale for a while for about 50 bucks or so. I think retail full price is about 80 bucks, something in that range. So if you can find this on sale and you want to play mobile games with this, you should. Other cheaper options are, I believe there's a controller for about $40 that has a controller with a clip that you put the phone on and it attaches to the controller. That's another option for you. This is just more simplified and not as bulky. So moving on from there, one of the things I want to briefly go over is an Apple Watch. I do have an Apple Watch SE right here, which is being used right now to record, so I can keep track of my screen and everything. The 7 just came out a few months ago. My dad actually just got an Apple Watch 7 for Christmas, so I love this thing. I always thought I would never need an Apple Watch, so I got one. It keeps me motivated. It makes me want to stand up and walk around more and do some more exercises. It gives me my notifications. I can use this with Siri, and I can use music controls and answer messages. And I do have a data plan on this watch, so I can use this to call people without my phone being with me. I can leave the house with just my watch, and I can use the watch only for music and calls and messaging and GPS, all that. So that's really great and really cool to do that. Now, of course, using a watch as a phone is not as easy as using a phone, considering that you are forced, at least in this watch's case, to use a swipe feature, so you can swipe letters and numbers, or talk to text, which may not always understand what you're speaking. Whereas the newer watch, the Apple Watch 7, I believe, does have a keyboard you can try to type on. But if you wanted to do an Apple Watch only type of thing, you can. I was actually going to do an Apple Watch only challenge. Never got to do it, so maybe I'll do that soon for you guys. Moving on from there, it's actually what I'm using right now with my phone. I'm going to have some B-roll. It is a MagSafe like phone mount by Moment, and it's meant for tripods. And I love using it because I usually use one of those phone clips that you have to pull apart, put the phone there and snap it back down. And it's been a pain in the ass to take the phone out, check the footage, and do what I gotta do, and then put it back in, clamp it back on. Something like, if I even have it here, like this, when you have to pull it apart, put the phone there. Some of these are really tight and it's a pain in the ass. But for this one, I just gotta lift it off and put it back in. Simple as that, MagSafe. I love it, it's perfect. This accessory does go for about $40 something around that range. They were some in back order and out of stock, so check B&H, Adorama, Amazon, maybe check Moment's website as well. But this is one of my favorite accessories to use. Just love it. Now, in terms of how strong the magnet is in holding the phone, that's based on one very important thing, and that's the phone case you're using. I'm currently using a Spigen Case which is MagSafe compatible and does work with my MagSafe accessories, but not as well as one of the Apple official cases. I have two of them here, the Midnight and the Blue Jay. This one I actually just got for Christmas. This one I had bought a while back. I love these cases, love the way they feel, the way they look. They are much more stronger with the MagSafe than other third-party cases are. They just have a really great feeling and design to it. They can get a bit dusty very easily. So I am typically using these cases only for certain occasions. Now, I do sometimes work with cars in, replacing batteries with cars and stuff like that. So my Spigen case is kind of my work case, and these are kind of like my pleasure case, whatever. Just something to feel more premium and to add a bit more style to, my day-to-day. So this is something that I use very, not often, very occasionally. But like I said, these cases are much better with MagSafe. They feel good. They work better with the accessories. And with that, you are paying a bit more. The Spigen case, I believe, was $30 full price. I think it was on sale for like $17 or something like that. And these cases here, these aren't the leather ones, so these do cost a bit less than the leather ones. I think these are about $50 full price. The leather ones are $60, I believe. But these go on sale pretty often. They're actually on sale right now, so they go on sale pretty often enough. So, be on the lookout for those. Next one I wanted to show and talk about. I can't show it really, except for with B-roll. But I actually have a MagSafe car mount by Otterbox in my car. I was a little skeptical because I'm not the biggest fan of Otterbox. The last time I ever used an Otterbox was on the iPhone 4S, I believe. And I actually it was $40 or so at Best Buy, and I had $20 off at Best Buy to use. So I got it for about $20. And it's one of the best things I ever used. Now, I did have a previous car mount, and it was one of those, you press the phone in to lock it in, and you press the two buttons on the side to release the phone. And like I said, the MagSafe is just much easier. Just pop it on there and you're good to go. It does have a few different viewing angles. It doesn't extend as far as the other arm mount does, the other phone car mount does, but it's good enough for me. And it might be good enough for you. Now, the reason why I say the case is dependent on the previous accessory and the same thing as this one is because they do make cases for these phones that are not MagSafe compatible. My mother has two of them. And so she's not much into the MagSafe ecosystem, but I am. So just keep that in mind when you're using these accessories to make sure you have a MagSafe compatible case, or you're gonna be forced to take your phone out the case and you don't want to do that, right? Moving on from there, we have the new AirPods. Now I did do an unboxing and review of these. The only problem I had with them personally was number one, the right one doesn't feel as secure as my left one. Maybe my ears are weird. But also, when it comes to the Find My features, even though when you're using one headphone at a time and you leave your location, it'll always alert me that the other one is left behind, even though it's on my person, it's in my pocket. So I was hoping there was some kind of update to prevent that from happening. It hasn't happened recently, so maybe there was an update that I wasn't aware of. But keep that in mind when using these. If you're only using one at a time and you leave a location, it will alert you that the other one was left behind. I even did some troubleshooting with Apple and nothing worked. But these are great. It has MagSafe charging. It has the spatial audio. Doesn't have noise canceling, and it doesn't have transparency mode. So that's just something to keep in mind when comparing these to the AirPod Pros, which I did a comparison before as well. But these are still great for the price and the size of it. Now, even though it is MagSafe compatible, because I do have a MagSafe charger that stands up, you are going to want a magnetic case to make this really work in that aspect. Number one, to protect it. Number two, to charge it magnetically without it falling. I did have one from Amazon for about $10. And the problem with that case itself was the top portion of it kept falling out of the case and staying in my pocket, left behind. Other than that, it had magnets on it. It worked as well, pretty well. So maybe find another case that's better if you can, just to keep that in mind when you're trying to go through these accessories. And going on from there is the MagSafe charger. Yes, I do have the MagSafe charger, But I did have to buy the stand attachment from Amazon. That one was, I think, $15 or so. Just to make my phone not lay there with the magnet. It sits there standing up, whether it's portrait or landscape, whether I just need it to charge or I'm watching something on my phone and it's charging and I can turn it to the side. I could even use that with a Bluetooth controller, like a PS4 controller, just to play a game like that. Even though the games on my phone, most of them are playable on my Mac anyway. But that's just something that I like to do sometimes. So that's gonna be it for the accessories. I guess another bonus one in terms of the watch itself is I do get my watch bands typically from Amazon. I don't pay a lot for these, you know, for $6, $12, but I do have a Rhino shield protector right here, the black and the red, and I do have some other options. I do have the blue cover, black one, and I even have a white cover with a white bumper. You know, you can get these on Amazon for cheaper than the actual website because the website charges you shipping. Amazon, the frames are about $4.99, I think, and the bumper is maybe $10 or so. So I like using them. They protect the phone. The screen protectors for the Apple Watches suck. They all suck. So maybe try buying a bundle of cheap ones for like $10. Maybe get with the Rhino Shield one, which is like $12. But just keep in mind, they all suck. I was gonna get maybe the Rode mic. I think it's the MEI mic for the iPhone, which plugs directly into the phone, so I don't have this cable. But that is a microphone that requires you to not use a phone case, and if your phone falls off your tripod without a case, you're done. So maybe I'm not gonna get that. Maybe I would only need to get it if I have the clear MagSafe case, because it doesn't have what's called a chin, which is this part of the case right here. But that requires me to pay even more money when my microphone works just fine. But that's my video with a bonus. Another bonus before I go is this adapter right here, Lightning to USB-A. I use this for this microphone here whenever I'm using this to make some videos. This works perfectly with that. I don't even think there's an option for this that works on Android, because I have one of these for Android, USB-C to A, and it never worked with that. So that's another good thing using this. This is the last one I want to talk about. This was also like $10, $15, I think, something like that. And if you want to use a microphone like this, a much better option, then this is great. I hope you guys are enjoying your holidays, and be on the lookout for any more videos that I put out there. I am trying to get more videos out there. Hopefully with the new year I can get on a bit of a better schedule to release more videos for you guys. Until then, happy holidays, and I will see you all next time.